We will now quickly continue from where we stopped in part 9. So this is part 10 you are watching of our series of videos, Expo questions, preparatory questions, past questions and answer for you writing physics in this JAMB exam. So without much ado, we will now continue. Question 25. This is where we stopped, and I told you that in part 10 we'll continue from here. The sound of an electric bell dies down slowly when air is slowly pumped out from a bottle because the sound of an electric bell dies down slowly when air is slowly pumped out from a bottle because A. Sound cannot pass through the bottle. B. Sound can pass through a vacuum. C. Sound needs a material medium. D. The wavelength of sound becomes greater in the bottle. Do you understand? So the answer is D. I won't dwell much on it because we have touched this particular question in the previous part. Now let's go to the next question. Question number 6. During a thunderstorm, this thunder, you know thunder now? Nigeria children would like to say thunder fire you, but that's not the kind of thunder we're talking about. During a thunderstorm, the sound is heard over a long time. The phenomenon is referred to as dash. Not just thunder, but thunderstorm. That is many thunders. During a thunderstorm, the sound is heard over a long time. The phenomenon is referred to as dash. A. Refraction of sound. B. Reverberation. C. Superposition. D. Diffraction of sound. You know, this has to do with sound. And I keep telling you, there is a video I did on 15 topics where JAMB question for this year's physics will come from. And I need you to get that video. If you want me to give you access to all the videos we've done on physics, both past questions, Expo questions, topic, syllabus, everything where JAMB question will come from, just let me know. Just let me know in the comment. Tell me, sir, please give me the link to all the videos you've done on physics, and I could give them to you. During a thunderstorm, the sound is heard over a long time. This phenomenon is referred to as dash. It is referred to, is it refraction of sound or reverberation or superposition or diffraction of sound? The answer is simple. The answer is B. It's a reverberation. It keeps reverberating, right? And you keep hearing it. Okay, let's look at question 28. I hope you are still here with me. If the videos I make are helpful, please let me know. Tell me how these videos are helping you. In comparing the camera and the human eye, the film of the camera functions as the dash. You know, if you study light, if you study light wave, I've told you to study everything about waves, definition of waves, sound wave, light wave, every form of wave. Just study refraction, diffraction, reflection, everything. Study everything you can about wave because JAMB will set question. I'm telling you now, JAMB questions will come from there. In comparing the camera and the human eye, the film of the camera functions as the dash. A. Iris. B. Pupil. C. Cornea. D. Retina. So to the camera we have film, then to the human eye we have, what is the answer? The answer to question 28 is retina. Retina. That function that the film performs for the camera is what the human retina performs in the human eyes. Quickly, let's look at question 31. Which of the following is used for the correction of short-sightedness? By the time you study about light, the human eye, the camera, you should study about short-sightedness, long-sightedness, conjunctivitis, and all the rest. Which of the following is used for the correction of short-sightedness? A. Concave lens. B. Concave lens. Concave mirror. C. Convex mirror. And then D. Convex lens. Anytime you hear about short-sightedness, short, what's another name for short-sightedness? There is Another big grammar we use to represent short-sightedness. Tell me, is it hyperthalemia or myopia and all the rest? Just tell me in the comment section. Which of the following is used for correction of short-sightedness? When you want to correct short-sightedness, you use concave lens, not mirror, concave lens. Let that enter your head. Just write it down somewhere. I often encourage you, when you watch my class, when you come to class here on our YouTube channel, you are not here to watch a movie, you are not here to watch a Nollywood movie or comedy. You are here to prepare for your exam. And I keep dropping videos for you because I believe that this year is your year. I want you to claim it. You are going to enter school this year. This is the year you will write JAMB, score 300 and above and nothing less. Claim it. That you score 300 and above in this year's JAMB, and you will gain admission, no going back. Even if people believe or feel that you will fail, you will disappoint them and pass. You will be among those that will score 300 and above. Come under the comment of this video and type, I claim it, and believe it, and let's keep working towards it. Dispersion occurs when white light passes through a glass prism because of dash. As a science student, you must have done a prism with pin, those things. Dispersion occurs when white light passes through a glass prism because of the dash. A, different speeds of the colors in the glass. B, white light, the light that is passing will pass as white light, but the glass prism will now disperse it into the different 7 colors, like 7 colors of the rainbow. Dispersion occurs when white light passes through the glass prism because of the dash. A, different speed of the colors in the glass. B, high density of the glass. C, defect in the glass. D, different hidden colors in the glass. The answer is simple. The light has different speed, so they will not disperse when passing. So A is the answer, different speed. Now we will focus on question 33. Remember that we have done a lot of videos on physics. You want me to give you access to all the videos we've done on physics? Just tell me in the comment section and all of them will be yours. You also want me to give you the videos we've done on biology, chemistry, physics, economics, government, literature, any one of them. I could give you all the videos free of charge if you are serious. If you need them, just mention the subject and say, sir, please give me access to all the videos you've done, and you mention the name of the subject. When a positively charged rod is brought nearer the cap of a positively charged electroscope, the leaf's divergence will dash. When a positively charged rod is brought nearer the cap of a positively charged electroscope, the leaf's divergence will dash. A, converge. B, remain constant. C, diverge. Then B, be induced. The answer is simple. When a positively, let me make it clearer for you. When a positively charged rod is brought nearer the cap of a positively charged electroscope, the leaf's divergence will diverge. Diverge. That is option what? Option C. Okay. We now move on. Look at this question very well. Power supply is transmitted at very high voltage and low current in order to dash. Power, that is electricity. Power supply is transmitted at very high voltage and low current in order to dash. A, increase the power supply. B, prevent overheating of the coil. C, make it travel fast. B, make it pass through the transformer. The answer is, why is power supply transmitted at very high voltage and low current? The answer is B. It is to prevent overheating of the coil. To do what? Prevent coil overheating. To prevent coil overheating. Are you still here with me? If the videos I'm making are helpful to you, don't hesitate to come under the comment and tell me how helpful they are. And also, let me emphasize, even though I keep giving you videos, I also need you to be more serious with your studies beyond the videos I make. I need you to, if you are reading for 30 minutes, double it to 1 hour. If you're reading for 1 hour, make it 2 hours. I said in a previous video I did yesterday that right now you should be reading at least 6 hours for this JAMB. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and 2 hours at night. Question 44. In Faraday's law of electrolysis, a graph of mass deposited against the quantity of electricity is plotted. In Faraday's laws of electrolysis, of course, who can state Faraday's law of electrolysis? State it for me in the comment section. That's your third assignment. Faraday's law of electrolysis. State it for me in the comment section. In Faraday's law of electrolysis, remember, anytime I give an assignment, ensure you submit it in the comment section. There is a reason for all the assignments we give. In Faraday's law of electrolysis, a graph of mass deposited against the quantity of electricity is plotted. The slope of the graph gives dash. A, the electrochemical equivalent. B, the charge released. C, the current flowing. And D, the energy released. The answer to question 44 is A, the electrochemical equivalent. The what? The electrochemical equivalent. Okay, we now proceed. Question 45. In a discharge tube, pay attention now. In a discharge tube, most of the gas is pumped out so that electricity is conducted at dash. This is something you ought to already be familiar with if you've done physics from SS1 till SS3. Okay, in a discharge tube, most of the gas is pumped out so that electricity is conducted at dash. A, steady voltage. B, high pressure. C, there's a mistake, then low voltage. The answer is high pressure. The answer is option B. Option B. Let's look at this question. Very important. Okay? I hope you are still here. Transistors are used for the dash. Transistors are used for the dash. A, transistors are used for the dash. A, conversion of AC to DC. Who can tell us the full meaning of AC and DC? Conversion of AC to DC. B, conversion of DC to AC. C, amplification of signals. D, rectification of signals. Transistors are used for the dash. Transistors are used for, of course, this is quite very simple. Transistors are used for conversion. The answer is C. Transistors are used for conversion of, that is for amplification of signals. Transistors are used for the amplification of signals. Even those that, even in sound, those that play music knows that you need transistors. Okay? Then the next question, I need you to look at this very well. A typical transistor characteristic is represented as dash. A typical transistor characteristic is represented as dash. There is a series of graphs that we will now look at. A, is it as A, is it as B, is it as C, or is it as D? The answer, a typical transistor is represented as C. I see, you can see C very well. Right, this is how a typical transistor graph looks like. Then the final question for this part, which of the following is a pure semiconductor? Which of the following, I have a fourth assignment for you. Come under the comment of this video and tell me the definition of semiconductor. Define what is a semiconductor. Okay, and why is it called semiconductor? What distinguishes it from a normal conductor? Which of the following is a pure semiconductor? A. Silicon. B. Phosphorus. C. Transistor. D. Carbon. Which of the following is a pure semiconductor? This is an assignment for you. Come under the comment, make a research. I often don't tell you all the answers because you are studying and I will not be there with you in the exam hall. So the answer is, which of the following is a pure semiconductor? Is it silicon? Is it phosphorus? Is it transistor? Or is it carbon? Tell me what you think is the answer to question 50. Don't dodge it. Oh. You might dodge it and you eventually see it in the JAMB hall. Tell me the answer to question 50. For you to receive the free materials, free JAMB syllabus, free JAMB past question we are giving, and for you to receive every other thing we are giving, you need to do 4 things. And number 1 is compulsory. Number 1 is for you to become a full member of our YouTube channel. How do you become? You become by joining. You can see the option to join. Click on join and join our YouTube channel right now. Number 2, don't dodge it though. You must join. Join is compulsory. Number 2 is for you to like this video. It's simple. Like this video, then share this video. Click on share this video, then finally subscribe to our YouTube channel, Noble Tutorials. Remember I said number 1 is compulsory. Number 1 is for you to join, so you can see the option join. When you join, you'll be able to talk to me directly. You'll be able to chat with me and my team directly. I'll be following you up there. Like this video, share this video on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, share it on Telegram, share it on all platforms to your friends writing physics. Then finally subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once you subscribe to our YouTube channel, come under this video and type I have subscribed. Type what? I have subscribed. Once I see you type I've subscribed, I will chat you up and all those materials will be yours. I'm leaving a very important video for you free of charge. Click on it on the screen right now and watch.